Packers. Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And off we go from Tampa. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
For Green Bay.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. That's caught. It's Robert Tonyan, the tight end.
Rodgers pass.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 26 and a first down. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones.
First down.
Levante David in on the tackle.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
3rd down.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. He's got Adams on the hookup. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown.
Touchdown, Green Bay.
Robert Tonyan there to make the grab. And the Packers have taken the early lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. A fairly short kick from the 14. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
On the return, the Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at the 34. There's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Big Kenny Clark that time, pushing upfield to make the tackle for loss. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. That's caught by Howard. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
That's another Buccaneers 1st down.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Ronald Jones.
And he's got this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 26. 6-0 our score after 1.
Score Packers 6. Buccaneers nothing.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
I like the look that they just showed there. When you come out in a passing formation, spread things out a little bit, makes it really hard to cover the middle of the field, doesn't it? Because you got to go out to the perimeter and cover those guys.
Yep, exactly. Got some good blocking, too. Helps him pick up the 1st.
Ronald Jones.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On play action, now Brady. Forced out to his left. Looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. William Golston in on the stop.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. They do go for it. It's Rodgers. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And that will force a turnover on downs. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Brady gives this one off to Jones. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. So they've been unable to capitalize on a great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. On the move to his left. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. So he rolls out of the pocket left, just ends up finding a safety valve, but no gain there.
No gain, but it looked like they were well coached on the play because he still went through his progressions, and the receivers know that when the quarterback exits the pocket, they have to find routes to run now to get into his sight lines and try and help him out. He ended up throwing it short to the running back. Give the defense credit for not giving up any yardage.
Buccaneers.
Well, that's something of a pick-me-up, and the offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Devontae Adams, the intended receiver, but now it'll be 3rd down.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it, and oftentimes knock it away.
And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
9 yards.
That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. On 1st down, Rodgers. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown, Packers.
Complete.
Aaron Jones, 64 yards. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike.
Rodgers again now, eluding the pressure right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20. Well, that was almost a 4-point swing, the interception. If he had returned it all the way, it would have been 2 for them, but just a little bit shy.
And when it's a play like that, you're exactly right with the math. But don't you feel like it would have counted for more if they found their way all the way back to the end zone and gotten the 2? That changes the whole momentum, doesn't it?
The kickoff for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. He finds an opening past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now Brady. That's complete to his running back, Evans. That catch good for only a couple.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On play action, it's Brady. The left side completion to Jones. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
This is Jones. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
The ball carrier.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. That throw by Brady incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27, no first down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And the return will stop right around the 25. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Rodgers. He's going to float this over the... He's got a man. Complete. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again. Rodgers flushed out right. He'll run it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
1-yard line.
Working from the gun. Rodgers. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it.
Rodgers pass. Intercepted.
No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on first down.
20-yard line.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So this a 2-possession ball game as we get back underway, set for the third quarter. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
There it is.
Picked off at the 22. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a 3-syllable word. Yeah. You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now Brady to try again after the pick 6. And the screen unsuccessfully dropped it.
For Leonard Fournette.
Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. But they'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. A 3-yard gain and enough for the first down. Oh, yeah, you're still teaching me on these RPOs. Was that an RPO or was that a design quarterback run the whole way?
I think it was an RPO, and a lot of times we have to distinguish RPO, zone read, all those things that come with it. But to me, this was a play call from the coach that said, here it is. Now make the right decision. And that's exactly what he did.
Indeed he did, and able to convert. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. It's Preston Smith. He gets the sack there. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. A quick pass here to Godwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 16. First down, Tampa Bay.
46-yard line.
They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Zadarius Smith on the stop. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7. At the Packers' 42.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 37. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Fournette, a first down carry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
The 2nd and 10 now as we roll along in the 3rd quarter from Tampa. First carry now for the backup, LaShawn McCoy. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. That's out to his running back, Fournette. And they're able to corral him right around the 8, and that's short of the first down. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Brady. And this is caught. It's pulled in by Gronkowski. And the Buccaneers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They get 6 yards going for it on 4th, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bucs are able to close the gap just a bit. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. And now Coach Bruce Arians has made the call. His guys will go for 2. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. He's got it. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. We knew he was close to the line of scrimmage, and they say he stepped over.
Well, when you see him in that position, you think he's become a runner. As a DB, you start to react towards the line of scrimmage. They can often throw it over your head.
Taken about 7 yards deep, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too. From
the 30 on 2nd down, Rodgers. And this is caught. Mercedes Lewis with a grab. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That's the end of the third quarter.
Back now in Tampa. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the fourth quarter. And they get this to Austin. It's a jet sweep. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Working with a 2nd and 4. Here's Jones. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 12 yards there and a first down.
41. A gain of 12. First down, Green Bay.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 22. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
The Bucs take over.
That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Now a play fake. Brady looking downfield for Godwin. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Kevin King with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 8-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Turnover that just got them the football back. Obviously a big one, because had they been able to score on the other side, this would have been a 1-possession game.
So you don't sense full relief here, though?
No, I don't. Especially with the ball this deep in their own territory, because you make a mistake, they've got it right back in prime position.
They certainly do. So now, almost like almost like a 4-minute offense. Right? Take care of this bad boy. Make sure the other team doesn't touch it, but move it with consistent gains. Wear down the clock and make them use their timeouts in this situation. And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers got a man and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And the box with an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. Back to throw, Rodgers. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
A gain of 3 yards. It's now 4th down.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Able to find Lazard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. He's got the hook up to Lazard. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Rodgers looking to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, no, he lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture.
54. Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4. Hey, they're scared. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Rodgers to throw. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Touchdown, Packers.
Complete.
Robert Tonyan, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers add on to their lead.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
Buccaneers 9. Mason Crosby.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door. Maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through, and they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long from Tampa.